Hey guys, Laura here with STP. Do you know what the number one complaint I've heard from students prepping for the SAT is lately? It's a secret, so if you want to know it, you're going to have to come a little closer and I'll tell you. Come a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Whoa, man. Back up. You are way too close now. Personal space. So it's that College Board doesn't give enough full-length practice tests. I know. You've probably done the Bluebook exams practice tests 2 or maybe 3 times. You might have some of the answers memorized. If you're one of those students, do me a favor and comment below materials so that I know that you are looking for additional materials because you're going to be in the same boat as the students I'm working with for sure. So what I've been doing for my students is I've been doing tons of research and scouring what is available to find the next best thing after you are done with those Bluebook exams tests. And I think I've found it. So this entire video is going to be dedicated to the next resource and the reasons why I think you should use BluePrep after you are done with the Bluebook exams. So stick around. All right, guys, so this company, BluePrep, has got it all figured out. So in this video, I'm going to give you 6 compelling reasons why I think it is the best third-party material out there to use after you're done with College Board's full tests. All right, reason number 1, BluePrep offers a full-length practice test for free. And I think that this speaks to the company's confidence in their own materials to be able to just give you a test up front. So I've actually referred many of my own students to BluePrep for this very reason. We always use their free test when we're done with the Bluebook exams app. And I definitely recommend it for you guys too. Most companies that you look for to get full-length tests from, they will charge you up front before you can even sample their materials. And I really don't think that that's right because you could put a lot of money up and then get something that's really not high quality. So you get to test BluePrep out and try a test first before you buy anything. All right, reason number 2 why I really like BluePrep the most. They have specific tests that have really difficult English sections or really difficult math sections, and they tell you which ones. So there's 2 of each, which I think is really awesome because everybody is complaining how the real test is harder than the Bluebook exams practice tests. So if you want to up your game on the SAT and you felt like the March SAT math sections were super hard, you should go into BluePrep and take their 2 hard full-length math tests because it's more on par with the same level of difficulty as when you're going to go in and take the real thing. All right, reason number 3 why I really love BluePrep the most is their questions feel and look like the real thing. So I went into a few of BluePrep's tests to check to see if the questions felt like official questions. And here's what I found. All right, in English Module 2, I noticed that BluePrep uses high probability vocab words that do typically show up on the real SAT. There was one question I was on that had recants and repudiates, and I know I see those words often. I got to another question later on, and one of the answer choices was obfuscates, which was amazing to me. I'm like, wow, BluePrep is not messing around. So the words are difficult. The words are definitely words that typically show up on the SAT. Also with the English modules, I noticed that there was a nice mix and balance of the different genres that you will experience when you're in the real test, from fiction to poetry to science. BluePrep has it all covered, and it felt like there was a nice proportion of different types of questions that basically mimic Bluebook exams. For instance, Bluebook exams practice tests typically have one comparative text 1, text 2 question, and BluePrep was in line with that. As I worked through the questions, I definitely felt challenged, which I think was a good sign because I'm a test prep tutor. So if I feel challenged, then I know that the material is going to be challenging for my students. I, in particular, work through a logically completes the text question in BluePrep because those, I think, are some of the hardest questions to do. And I found myself having to paraphrase and annotate each sentence as I went so that I could think through. And I also noticed that BluePrep has answer choices that are similar to College Boards, where there are trap answers like half right, all wrong, or the opposite, or an irrelevant answer. So it was really nice to be able to use process of elimination and really work through my thought process to try to get the right answer. Also, the grammar questions were definitely on point in BluePrep. They test the same exact things that College Board tests. I could even use my handy dandy pronoun trick on a subject verb agreement question, which made me really happy. All right, moving on to the math. I also feel that the math was nicely balanced as far as there was a good mix of multiple choice questions and also fill-in questions where you have to type in your response. And it felt in proportion to what Bluebook Exams has. And what I really liked about when you have to fill in your answers is the interface looks exactly like College Boards, where they even have like the directions right off to the side for how you can enter your answers. And I thought that that was really cool. I also have to say the variety of the concepts tested in math is very good, and it is in line with what College Board is testing on the real thing. I definitely noticed that they added in some tricky math questions that students typically get wrong, like the linear questions where the y-intercept isn't really what you expect. So that was really nice to see. And of course, towards the end of the second module of the math, it definitely ramped up in the level of difficulty, which was great to see because that's what's happening on the real test when you go into the SAT. And there was a nice mixture of difficult geometry questions and also difficult algebra questions that you could use Desmos on to solve. All right, reason number 4 why I really love BluePrep is that the interface feels like the real thing. Honestly, guys, when I was working through a test in BluePrep, I almost thought for a minute I was in Bluebook Exams. It was crazy. And what I really love is all the features that you would want in Bluebook Exams is available in BluePrep. You can cross off your answer choices, you can skip around to questions, you can flag questions to come back to, and you can even hide or show the clock. Of course, on the math side, they include a reference table, which you can access in the upper right corner, which was great to see. But what I was most impressed by was how they've integrated the Desmos calculator into their software. And I actually like it better than when I work out of Bluebook Exams, because when I click on the Desmos calculator, it actually pops out and gets bigger for me. So it's almost a little bit better than how it is in Bluebook Exams. But the most important thing is when you're working through a test in BluePrep, you can access the Desmos calculator right away without having to go into your browser and type in desmos.com and get it that way. All right, reason number 5 why I think BluePrep is awesome to use is that you can easily learn from your mistakes. You guys know how when you take a test in Bluebook Exams, after it's over, you have to click a button and then you have to go into mypractice.collegeboard.org. You got to log into your account to be able to see your results. With BluePrep, it's instantaneous and it's all right there, which I really love. So once you're done with the test, you can immediately see your results. You don't have to log in anywhere else. And you can filter down specifically to the ones that you got wrong. And what I also love is that their answer explanations are nice and crisp and short and easier to understand than those huge paragraphs that College Board provides. All right, reason number 6 why I recommend BluePrep to all my students is that it's not only affordable, but it's worth it. I was kind of blown away when I saw their pricing options. I have seen other companies charge way more than what BluePrep is charging. And I've been recommending to my students to get the complete package because they get all 10 tests available to them for less than $20 a test, which to me is amazing because I have seen linear non-adaptive tests being sold right now for $50 a pop. And so to get something that feels like the real thing, you know, in a digital format for less than $20 a test is amazing. And it's also nice that you can get up to 10 tests. I mean, that's more than what College Board provides. So you don't need to worry about running out of full-length tests. You don't need to worry about remembering your answers because you're going to have a new test over and over again. So guys, bottom line, I would say make a little bit of an investment and get BluePrep because you're investing in your future and it's definitely going to be a tool to help you hit or surpass your goal and pave the way to a brighter future for you. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. I'm going to link right up here to BluePrep's website so you can go check them out and sign up today. I'll also put the link in the description below. And until next time, guys, happy prepping.